It's really nice. As you can see, super fine details. If you like something really complicated. Hello, this is BJ from Hearns Hobbies, and I'm going to be looking at the new Kinetic Gold 1/48 scale Pucara. So this is a very interesting aircraft. So it's a twin-seater ground attack aircraft that was used by the Argentinians during the Falklands War, and it was also used in Sri Lanka, I think, during the Civil War. It's a very interesting particular shape. It's got a T-tail wing, as in tail. Very large wingspan wings. The idea was it's designed to be operated off unprepared runways and to be a short takeoff and landing type aircraft. Ground attack, you can see the number of guns on the front end, and it can take quite a bit of a payload as well. So let's crack it open and have a close look inside. Okay, so we'll start off with, we've got a set of clear parts. So it's quite a long cockpit. The canopy, it's got really nice surface detail. So there's riveting that you may be able to see around the edges. You might get a lot of reflection, but it's sort of frosted up where the canopy frame goes. And there's a lot of lenses here for parts of the navigation system, lighting, and also for the cockpit. Okay. Next up, you've got a pretty significant sprue here. Really interesting in the way that the wings have been molded in the single piece. This is the underside. So you've got the sections here where you have the control surfaces. You've got your flaps down. This is the that will be for the undercarriage. You've got the cockpit tub here. So you've got your two seats. A lot of fine details with the switches already molded in. And then you've got this long drop tank payload there as well. So that's that there. Here we've got the fuselage halves. So that gives you a better idea of the silhouette of the aircraft. So you get your T-tail, you get your vertical, the horizontal stabilizers there on the vertical. So you've got the wings that are just attached here. So there's a wing root. You've got the cockpit section, the cutout. So you've got this section here, which is just the back towards the cockpit area here. That'll sit just there. And then you've got your the other horizontal stabilizers. A few bulkheads as well. Okay. That part there. All right, so we've got some finer bits here. Now you've got undercarriage legs. You've got the wheels. Got some really super fine scissor here for the undercarriage. Really small bits, and they're super detailed. It's a bit hard to see because of the printing on the bags. Just flip it around so you can get a better idea of the other side. You can sort of see the holes in the wheels. Super clean. You can see the light coming through them. And the surface detail on everything as well. Really very nice, and there's no flash at all. Okay, some more bits here. So we've got some, you got some bombs, or they could be drop tanks. So got a selection of wheels. Again, you've got your undercarriage covers, the propellers, because this is a twin engined, so two turboprops. So you've got engine cowlings. Some of the pylons, you got seat sides, and then some really tiny bits. Not too sure what they are, but there's a lot of fine bits, and I really like these fine bits because they're the bits that are going to add so much character to the model. Because if it's totally flat-sided with nothing complicated hanging off it, it just looks a bit boring, I think. That's really nice here. So that's the ejection seat loops, which will be just above the pilot's heads. And so there's two sprues in there which are identical. So they'll have the two seats and such, and the engine cowlings. Okay, from there we've got a bit of photo etch. If I just pick it up here. All right, so you got some photo etch here. So you got Got seat belts. See how tiny these are. So you have to pay a lot of attention when you're cutting these out. Now, unlike some of the newer photo etch, which has got tape holding everything together, it'll be handy just to put some tape on one side, so as you're cutting it out, you don't have a bit just go ping and disappear into the carpet. But really nice. So you got dual layer. So you've got the lower etching, and then you've got the etching that goes all the way through, so it's three-dimensional. Nice. And then we go to a selection of decals. Good decals here. Quite like this one here. This is the hog nose art, which goes across the front. Bigger Argentinian, then Uruguay as well. These are printed by Cartograph, so super clear, really well registered. You're not going to have misregistered colors on these, and it's super thin. Got some nice stenciling there as well. Okay, and then we get into the manual. Okay, so quite a large manual, A4 type configuration. You've got your paint guide across here with multiple different brands. You've got Ammo, Vallejo, Mr. Hobby, Tamiya, and then also Humbrol numbers. You got the pictures of the sprue, and then you get into the construction on this side. So you're doing all the pilot seats with all the photo etch harnesses going in. Instrument panel, instrument cover for the back, and then the seats going to the tub. So you've got a painting guide. Okay, and then you start doing the main component. So you got your bottom section, which is the lower wing section and the belly, and you got your fuselage halves. So some finer details that go in there before they start zipping it up. Got this lower part here, which is for the tricycle front undercarriage. So you got your cockpit tub. It's going in with the two sides of the fuselage. You got your covers going on. Wings being constructed for each side, so you can see the turboprops and the canopy, the cowlings getting put together. The pylons going on, same with the other side. So we're just missing a step here, get that open. Okay, so it's all coming together now. The wings are going on. You've got the rear section, which I showed you before, which covers up that the backbone area. The T wing going in. Got all these fine actuators here for the control surfaces. There's a lot of little gangly bits and pieces which are really nice. I like that. All the wheels going on. Okay, so you've got the covers for the front undercarriage, the doors going on for the main carriage. You've got the flaps going in. A lot of flaps on this because being a short takeoff and land type of thing, you need the flaps there to give it lift. Okay, all these really tiny little bits and pieces. These are the bits that are the character adding parts. All this, so that's all the finer bits going in. Getting into glazing the canopy. So you get your windshield wiper, which is a nice touch. Main canopy glass. Propellers. You got these are super fine photo etch bits. So little pilot tubes type of thing. You get your undercarriage, the stores going under the wings. And then that's it, that's complete. So it looks like the stores here were, that's a combination of the stores you can do. So you can do the central pylon, which can be the main tank. And then you've got the smaller tanks on the outer racks. Okay, then you get into the decal placement, different versions. So Uruguay version, and this was the Argentinian version. And that's a lot for that. Okay, so this is my open box review of the Kinetic Gold 1/48 scale Pucara ground attack aircraft. It's really nice. As you can see, super fine details. If you like something really complicated, it doesn't look overly complicated here because the main plastic parts don't go overboard, but you've got little plastic bits that go on the outside and then the photo etch as well to add it. So thanks for watching.